I interviewed a few practitioners that before this, and a lot of them said that the reported findings gave them and their patients a clear understanding of how to proceed with care. It also gave them, there are some of their patients were actually getting better results after giving the reported findings. Patients were scheduling more, they were getting better faster, the practitioners were making more money. It gave them an effortless way to manage their clinic and their patients' time. It also took the mystery out of Chinese medicine, and instead of sounding so mystical to the general person, and it completely transformed their practice. So knowing how to give the reported findings in an ethical way, and there's an ethical way to really give a report of findings, to show your patients what they need and how you're really going to help them, is really important. I really can't stress this enough. You worked so hard going to school, learning all the information, and when you don't have something like the report of findings, you're leaving that patient revolving door open. It's that written proof of your experience and expertise. It changes that role from it's about me and how you can help me to accomplish my goals with your experience, right? That's what your patient is tipped to. Your patients are realizing, wow, this is about me, right? This is about how you're going to help me accomplish my health goals because you're an expert and an authority in your practice. So this is proof. What proof do you give your patients that they should trust you, right? I mean, what do you do with all of that with your patients over there? If you don't have an exact tool, you're kind of going to be working within that Sisyphus effect, kind of pushing your patients into your practice. They leave after a few visits. You're out marketing, pushing them in, and so on. I really don't want you to take on that Sisyphus effect. Too many practitioners are doing it, and I really don't want you to be doing that at all. So what I'm going to be sharing with you, what I'm saying, is incredibly painful if you don't know how to do report of findings, and it's incredibly easy if you do know how to do a report of findings, okay? Because when you do know how to do a report of findings, it snowballs your personal relationship with your patients, because now you can talk facts from a position of authority. And now you can share with your patients from where they were, where they are, and where they're going under your care. If you're not doing a report of findings, you're really missing out on a huge piece of practice growth and development. Acupuncture school taught you everything that you need to open up your practice and to become an amazing diagnostician, but they left out this one very important piece of practice growth and this one very important piece of patient education, which is the report of findings. This is the report of findings that I use in my practice here. Our job is to establish ourselves as a leader. And, we've done all of the things to get them to this critical point where we can evaluate them. And now we really understand who they are, what's wrong with them, and what we can do for them. But patients don't understand that, right? You know what's going on with them and how you're going to help them, but your patients don't understand what's going on with them and how you're going to help them. So if you don't do a report of findings, you're missing out on this huge piece of practice development. So without the report of findings to present them, can your patients trust you? Are you the authority here? Are you the leader here? Do you have their solution? Can you help them get out of pain? They need to have absolute confidence in you so that things will work well and that they're going to get better. And the report of findings is a picture of their health. It's a snapshot in time. You've shown them all the things, so now they really understand how confident in you and what you're trying to do. And if you don't do a report of findings, again, you're going to be starting all over again. You're going to start that Sisyphus effect and pushing them up, pushing them in, pushing them out. And that's why so many people, leave, because, they haven't had that professional medical presentation, that review of their findings that they can, and what they can expect under your care. So, if you do the report of findings and make your relationships easy as possible, you get to roll downhill, you get that snowball effect, it gets bigger, it gets easier, it just gets really easy for you. I really can't stress that enough. So, let's see. So this is, if the benefits of giving a report of findings are this. So, the benefits to your patients, of what you do, right? This is what your patients think, right? You're going to help them with their pain. You're going to help them with their stress. You're going to help them with their anxiety. That you can help them improve their sleep. You're going to help them with their withdrawals and so on. This is the benefits of what you offer with your care, right? And because you're going to show them how, through you giving a report of findings, how they're going to benefit in these different areas based upon their health concerns. You benefit by giving the report of findings because it helps you stay organized. It helps you stay systematized. It helps you create structure in your practice. It helps answer those 5 questions. It helps you fill your schedule. You get to really properly educate your patients. It gives you that baseline from where you can reevaluate your patients. It allows you to cross-promote other aspects of you being in practice, like selling herbs and doing, teaching trainings and things like that. And it definitely builds trust. And it is that tipping point in your relations with your patients, right? Because now your patients have an idea as to what to expect, when to expect it, and everything gets really clear for them.